So hi everyone and welcome to my channel Creative Space. Today we have with us a very experienced professional coach who empowers people from a 360-degree perspective of how a personality should come out of an individual. So without any further ado, Mr. Suresh Babu, thank you for taking out your time. I know you're very busy. Thank you for taking out your time and collaborating with me for this social cause in creating awareness for people on this platform. Please introduce yourself, sir.
Thank you, Neha. It's so nice to see you doing such a fantastic job. I was looking at the previous blogs and how useful, the physiotherapy and other things. It's so nice. And as a matter of fact, I have to thank you for a simple reason. This is one amongst the opportunities where you are allowing me to live my mission. Okay, I live my mission every day, and with this channel and your subscribers, I am sure this message will go to so many people. So I'm so happy to be on this platform and your blog on YouTube.
Thank you. Thank you so much once again. And I know, Sureshji, that you are into multiple businesses. So kindly give a gist about what exactly you are into.
Yeah, they look like multiple, but I'll tell you one thing. The thing what I love to do is based on what I am expert, what I am experienced, what I have qualification certification. So I literally started enjoying project management at some point of time. And I was fortunate enough to look at both non-IT and IT infrastructure projects to as big as Office 365, wide area network of Andhra Bank, and things like that. And on the people front, I was fortunate enough to work with really high performing teams. One amongst the organization is Microsoft. You can understand.
Yes.
I was managing nothing less than 55 people. And today what I do is I literally made that as my profession, as a coach and as a trainer. And it all started with One Life Academy. As you can make out from the name, we are all having only one life, and we have to make the best of it every year, every month, every day, every minute, every moment. So that's how I have defined and started One Life Academy. So I always make a mention that we deal with anything and everything which schools, universities, and colleges don't cover. Real life things.
Yes.
And the second thing is the digital transformation, which we entered from 2016 and concluded in 2019 and launched Ample Courses, which is my online education platform. So the beauty is I have to pat myself. We envisioned online training to take the world by a storm way back in 2019, and our startup started in June 2019. So nothing to do with COVID or pandemic. It was our visionary thing which we took over. So this keeps me busy. I help teams, I help individuals, I help organizations as an MBTI practitioner and also a strengths-based coach. Thanks for asking me that, and I'm loving what I'm doing because it's absolutely aligned to my passion.
Yes, I mean, I was going through both your websites, and it is just not a professional approach. It is about how a person should eat, the dining area, the etiquettes, the manners, the body language. I mean, it is really inspiring and it is so interesting. Everybody in the professional field should know about this. So,
Yes.
Yeah, I appreciate the entire team that you have for this.
Thank you.
Yeah. Sureshji, today's topic is more related to how we should be optimistic in this current situation. I mean, I know professionalism, people are in corporate, people are working from home, normal routine has started, but still there are so many people or so many individuals sitting at home, and the fluctuation of the moods are so frequent that it's very difficult to be optimistic for a very long time. So please enlighten us how to really be optimistic.
I think, see, when it comes to optimistic or being positive, one thing I would like to tell, and I believe in putting it straight. Some people may not like it. It may be a bit contradicting, but I really don't bother because the intention is good. Okay. So let me ask you, When we go for a wedding, do we have only sweets, or only rice, or only paratha, or only chaat?
No, we have all.
We have all. And if we have anything in too much, our body will not take it. So even if you are too optimistic, it's dangerous. So let me put a line of caution. However, in present scenario, as we are going through and we just entered into June of 2021, this pandemic, the COVID, which we were not aware of, is forcing everybody to become pessimistic. And your question is so valid. Recently, I was talking to a doctor, and when my dad was tested positive, and we were going through that thought process, and doctor said very simple language, Suresh, you know what? Patients who come to hospital, please listen to this carefully. Patients who come to hospital and are having a mindset that they will go back home are the patients whom we are in a position to treat easily. So medicine on one side, doctor on the other side will be in a position to work provided patient also is in a position to receive and accept. So immunity on one side, digesting or taking that medicine in the right way is on the other side. How positive you are, how optimistic you are is important. So now you ask me, Suresh, with TV, with newspaper, with so many channels and the newly launched WhatsApp University, you keep reading it and you get depressed. You get dissipated of energy. So what shall we do? So here is my hint. Everything is in and around economy. Education is part of economy. Health is part of economy. Your belief system is part of economy. Similarly, media is also a part of economy. They would like to see their audience are satisfied, audience are happy, audience are excited with the news. So they have to make a rat, instead of telling this much of rat, they have to tell this much of rat, which is 6 inches in length. They are not telling it is 60 inches in length. They are telling 6 inches only. But the way they put it across is to excite you, make it interesting and all that. So please digest news from the newspaper, TV channel, WhatsApp, the way you are supposed to look at the news. Don't get emotional. That's something which is very, very important, which very few people are in a position to understand. And avoid people who are most of the day glued to TV, talking negative and only searching for what is going wrong on planet Earth. So once you are doing these 2-3 simple things, only then your meditation, your medication, your doctors, your alternative healing, everything will work, provided you are very, very optimistic.
Yes.
So if you ask me, Suresh, how can we be optimistic? Why you can't be optimistic is the question with which I would like to stop.
Yes, very true. Yes, that is a question that you should be asking yourself on a regular basis. I completely agree to that.
Yes. See, I have a home office. This home office is not because of pandemic. I had been using this home office for 7 years. You heard me right, 7 years. I quit Microsoft Corporation in 2013. By then, from then onwards, it's a home office. So when you are in office, the culture, the environment, the topics are different. When you get into the living room, TV is going on. When you get into the bedroom and your drawing room, you hear that cousin had a problem, this person had a problem, in our neighborhood, this thing happened. Somebody is looking at the statistics and telling within half a kilometer, so many are infected. Within 2 kilometers, so many are infected. Your paper is talking about this thing. Obviously, you will. I'm not telling you can shield yours as 100%. It's a part and parcel. Again, I'll go back to the same example. When you go for a wedding, you have a dessert, you have fruits, you have chaat, you have biryani. It's you who should consume how much you want to consume. Yep.
Yeah, so that's very rightly said because when people were in corporate world, like people were going out and doing things, so they used to always corner so many of us कि यार वर्क फ्रॉम होम होता तो कितना अच्छा होता, यार घर पे हम बैठे तो कितना अच्छा होता. So now you have this opportunity, like to the viewers, take use of it, do what you like, take out your time management karo. So how Suresh ji, because Suresh ji has a hands-on experience. He takes workshops of so many people on monthly basis, on regular basis. So he has hands-on experience. So Suresh ji, there is one more question I wanted to ask him for the parents. So now many of the kids, their mind is very much, they fluctuate a lot, chanchal mind, and so for parents it becomes very difficult for to make the kid understand ki ruko ghar pe, don't go out, it is okay, don't be depressed, don't go in that zone. So can you give examples or can you give tips on how to really motivate them, like what is that mantra?
It's very interesting. See, if you ask me something which happens every 10 years once, there is historical information to study and talk about it. If you talk to me something which happens every year, like a Diwali or some festival, then it is easy to talk. Who is having expertise to talk about pandemic which happened last 100 years back? So let us understand we are in a very, very unique situation which most of the living human beings today did not experience. So unless we accept the fact that even as parents, we did not experience something like this. Now the ground reality is children are also confused, elders are also confused, senior citizens are also confused, infants are confused, doctors are confused, police is confused, politicians are confused. In such circumstances, our expectations also should be different. However, having said that, children of that age need to dissipate their energy by physically moving around. So they walk to the school, they go to the ground, they play, their energy is getting dissipated, and that is helping them stay healthy. Unlike adults, they have a lot of energy. Do you see children running from one sofa to another sofa, one room to another room? Their energy is too high. Only mothers who are managing those boys and girls can understand what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Others can't even imagine how much of energy is required to even run along with them, forget about to compete with them. So now that opportunity to dissipate the energy is not there. Simple mathematics, how do you discharge them? How do you keep them engaged? How do you spare extra time to them so that they understand? Make them do some physical exercise within the house. Make them do some mental exercise within the house. Give them some emotional element in terms of talking about how nice they were as a child, how nice the grandparents are, how nice your village is or your town is, or your hobbies. These are the three things which parents must spend time. Don't allow them to stick to gadgets, because digital gadgets, again, excess of sweet itself is not good. Excess of digital gadget is too bad. That is where their mental energy comes down and they may become cranky and they may feel, oh my God, what is happening around? Let adults like us, parents of the children, ask themselves, are they not moody nowadays? Are they not cranky nowadays? Are they not a bit disturbed nowadays? And it is part and parcel of pandemic effect. So how do you get into your moods? Say, for instance, when you said, Suresh, I want to interview you, it is not about the interview. Even my mood became good. Wow, this is a nice platform. I can go and talk and be there. And you had been working with me, the energies you are putting across, the time you are taking it out. It's no easy. People who watch this might feel, okay, yeah, acha nahi hai, wo acha hai, theek hai, wo theek nahi hai, but they don't know how much of efforts are gone. So I think that's my answer. Parents, please don't think I should be doing the right thing. I should be doing the perfect thing. I should be doing the ideal thing. No, definitions pure ud gaye. Now life is everything out of syllabus.
Yes, that's true. Yes. Suresh ji, so during your workshops, have you come across anything common concerns or anything particular, or again on the optimism topic that you would like to share?
Sure, Neha. As I said, I love working with business owners and leaders, and particularly small business owners. So many people call me. It may not be a paid consulting or coaching. Even otherwise, they get to know and they say, 10-15 minute baat karne ka hai and all that. So what I'm hearing is, Suresh, we are not having the required revenues the way we were supposed to have. Our existing clients are not in a position to pay because of our relationship. Whether they are sincere or not, when they say this is the problem, we have to accept. So revenue is not coming. However, our expenditures are not stopping. EMIs are there, rents are there, food is there, all this expenditure. Now what do we do? So this is one amongst the biggest concern, and most of the people, like FAQ, frequently asked question in some flavor or other, because they say, no, a person who's having a small business is having small problem. A person who's having a huge enterprise is having a huge problem. So here what I say is, let me tell you this context which I had been talking about. I will use these three numbers from my side, 55, 30, and 8.
Okay.
55 is my life experience. Okay. 30 is my professional experience. And 8 is my entrepreneurship experience after quitting Microsoft. So putting all these things put together, I came with a beautiful framework known as Smarter Implementation System. Okay, which has got 9 blocks. So in the interest of time, I can't get there. Probably you will find me in my YouTube channels, in my webinars, seminars, and all that you can connect. But the point I'm trying to tell is, you are talking to somebody who survived tsunami. 2004, when tsunami hit, I was in Chennai and I survived. 2008, we had recession and I survived. 2000, there was dot-com burst, and most of you who are young enough may or may not have seen 2000, or you must have been like, school kids not knowing much. Dot-com burst, when it happened, we thought world is gone. When the Twin Tower attack happened, we thought, what is going to happen? Will we have the same harmony and peace on planet Earth? When US, America could not handle, what is going to happen to others? When tsunami hit, same problem. When recession happened, same problem. So the point I'm trying to tell is, every problem has got its own shelf life.
Yeah, okay. Yes.
So now, please listen carefully. COVID also will be history very soon. It has to happen. I am confident, because when recession went off, when tsunami went off, when everything, again, we're back to normal. Today, it is difficult to recollect when what happened. Similarly, COVID also will become an history. So once you look at life with that confidence, I am sure your small business problems, yes, we have problems. Life problems, yes, we have problems. Health problems, we have health problems. Almost every second, third house is having a person who's suffering at this point of time. Is it not happening to me? It is very much happening to me also. However, I am very clear, this is a phase we have to go through. If I can't talk this language, what is the use of my 55 years of life experience? If I can't give confidence and tell this is how the professional world works, what's the purpose of having 3 decades of professional life experience? And I had seen the best of the best time in terms of business, and now it is the worst possible situation for business. It's absolutely fine. Everything will get settled down. So this is what I'm talking to people. Not only talking, I'm giving them ideas. How can they start something new? How can they cut their expenditure? How can they negotiate and reduce their expenditure? How can they ensure they start something differently? How can they talk to their clients and get more business money? All these things are happening. This is very important point, so I had to take it in detail. I did not cut it short. Hope it helps the audience who are watching the movie video in case they are from this world of business.
Surely, I'm sure.
Because their impact happens on the children, their impact happens on the wife and the family members, their impact happens on the society. So it's very, very important for me to say that.
Yes,
Yeah.
and yeah, and whoever wants to reach out to Sureshji, I will be sharing the details in the description. Please go through it.
Sure.
If you have any problems, please write in the comment section. We can definitely get in touch with Sureshji and answer your queries. And Sureshji, you said it very right. This will go. This too shall pass. So be positive, be optimistic, and I think we have covered the positive points over here, right, Sureshji? We are done with this.
Yes, absolutely. Because either it is children or adults or entrepreneurs or homemakers or senior citizens. I think that is also important because there are so many people who are managing their senior citizens. Okay, they are having age, they are having experience, but don't expect them to have wisdom of pandemic. Unless you have parent who is 120 to 150 years of age, which is next to impossible. I have my dad who's 84, 85, and they did not see this type of life and they get frustrated what the hell is happening. And making them understand is equivalent to making an 80-year child understand. So all of us are on the same boat. All of us are in the same journey. Let's enjoy. It may not be that easy to enjoy. Be optimistic. That's a great point what you mentioned, Neha. Whatever we can do in this present situation, keep your health well, accommodate with your doctors and medicine. Unless you are positive and you are optimistic and you are upbeat, medicines will not work. Doctors cannot do anything.
Yeah. It is very important. You have to be optimistic. Willpower really takes you, that does wonders. Willpower is the key. You have to be optimistic for you and your family and spend quality time with them. This will never come. If this pandemic goes again, you will be back to a routine. Spending time with your family and loved ones may not come again. So, take advantage of that.
Take out things, whatever you have. Take out your Chinese checker, take out your playing cards, take out your carom board, take out whatever you used to play as a child and make people, your children understand this is how we used to spend time.
Yeah.
We were not having so many gadgets and internet and social media at that point of time. So let the new generation understand this is how we used to spend time at home. Yes. Eat well, depending on the season, make some nice pakoras, enjoy. Previously the time nahi tha, we masti karo.
Correct. Thank you so much, Sureshji, for this wonderful insight and wonderful piece of information. And to everyone, the video doesn't end here. As a thank you gesture, I sketch all the experts who come and associate with me for this social cause. So I'm going to sketch Sureshji with his permission. I hope he likes it. And do subscribe to the channel, guys. It is very important that you subscribe to my social cause. Thank you, Sureshji, once again.
It's my pleasure, Neha. I wish you all the very best. And what you are doing is nothing less than what any nurse or sister or doctor is doing. Why I am saying that is, last point, during last pandemic, phase 1 of pandemic, we were doing so many webinars. This time I'm not doing, we are only uploading all those videos. Okay. What you are doing is you are spreading happiness. You are spreading hope, you are spreading optimism, and I am adding it to, in my own way, 2 cents. But your intention is making me speak all these things. So, congratulations. Wish you all the very best.
Thank you so much, and see you.
Namaste.
Namaste.